name's Andy Hillier and today's guitar lesson is going to be on Snake Mountain Blues. This is the Colter Wall version from the album. The original song was from Townes Van Zandt. It's a cool track, it's a fun song to play. I've written out all the way up to the guitar solo, so I'm going to teach you that today. Just before I teach you it though, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, press the notifications. I'd love to hear from you, so please leave me some comments in the comment section. It does help the video get some more views as well. So if you just want to say hi. Also let me know what songs I should do next. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support the channel and you want to print the tabs off for this, then I'll put it on my Patreon page. I'll leave a link to that in the description. Actually, this was a request from one of my Patreons, so thank you for the request. My guitar is in dropped D tuning, so the top string, you tune down 2 semitones to D. And then we've got a capo on the 3rd fret. So you get... Okay, so the first line slowly goes... Okay, so to play that, first finger on D2, hammer onto D3 with your second finger, open G, and then B3 with your 3rd finger. So you get, and they're swung semiquavers. So, and then it's the next beat. We've got D2, hammers onto D3 again, then play the open D, and then the B3. So you get. So just keep that 3rd finger on B3 all the way through that. And then we go on to A string. So A2, hammers onto A3, then play the open D string, then the open G. So you got. So from the beginning up to there you get. Then play A2, the B3, then open A, then open G. So the whole of the first bar. Bit faster. And up speed. Into bar 2, and we're going to play E2. Hammer onto E5, then play the open D and then the open G. So you get, and it does that twice. You get, and then you're going to play the open E string. Don't play the note in the brackets. So you play the open E string, and then you're going to hammer on to G2. So you play the E string, and then hammer on to the G2. So from the beginning so far, you got. So from the beginning of bar 2, you get. Then open D, E string, B3, and then D. So bar 2 you get. Into bar 3 and we play the E string and B3 at the same time. Then D, then the G2, E, then open E nearest to the floor, then D, and then both E strings at the same time, then hammer on your 1st finger onto E1, and then play the D string, G2, the E string nearest to your face, and then the D string. So your thumb is just like alternating between the E string and the D string, so you get this. So then onto the 4th bar we just get, which is E, D, G2, then E, and then D. So bars 3 and 4 go. And you'll notice bar 4 only has 2 beats in it. It's a bar of 2/4 as the rest are in 4/4. Okay, so the whole line slowly, you get this. And up to speed. Okay, so that's the intro. Sounds really cool. On to the next line, the verse, and we get this. Or something like that. So you play the E string, and then the D, then E, D, E, D, then G2, E, B3, then D, and then G2. So bar 5. Into bar 6, and you just play E5, D, E5, D, then open E, D, G2, open E, E1, nearest to the floor, and D, and then just the open G string. So bar number 6 goes. So the first 2 bars of that line go. Bar number 7, you just play E5 and D 4 times, so you go. Into the next bar, and we do it another 2 times. And then we play both E's at the same time. Hammer onto E1, play the D, G2, E string, B3, and then D. So, and then the last bar, bar 9 of that, bar 9. So we play the E and B3, then D, G2, then E, and then D. So you get. So the whole line slowly goes. On to the next line, and it kind of feels like it's another verse. It's slightly different though. So it starts exactly the same as we had before. Next bar changes slightly. Play E5, D, E5, D, open E, D, G2, E, B3, D, then open G string. So bar number 11 goes. Into bar 12, E5 and D, E5, D, E5, D, E5, and then play E5 nearest to the floor, and then open G string. So you got. And then we're playing into the next bar, E5 and E3 nearest to the floor at the same time. Then open D and then open G. So and then D, D, G, D. So bar 13. And then the last bar, E, D, E, D, E, D, G2, E, B3, and then D. So bar 14. So the whole line slowly goes. on to the next line, and we've got this. So little 2 bars at the end of the sort of second verse-ish thing. So you play E and B3, then D, G, then E, and then we've got to go to D3, open G string, and then B3. So the first 2 beats of that go. Then open E and open G, hammer onto G2, and then play the D string. So you get, and then open E, B3, open D, then E3 at the same time into the next bar. So E and B3 at the same time, then D, G2, E, and then D. So that line. Then it goes on to the next line, which feels like it's like the chorus of the song. And so the first bar we've got. So E, D, E, D, E, D, then E1, then B3, D, and then G. So into the next bar, more of the same, E5 with D, E5, then E5 nearest to the floor, then D, so you got, then open E, D, E, D, the next bar starts the same, then plus another E5, D, E5, D, so bar 19 goes. Into the next bar, bar 20, E5, D, G, E5, D, so, and then you get similar to what we've done, both E strings at the same time, hammer onto E1, D, G2, E, D, into the next bar, E, D, G2, E, and then D. So the whole line slowly. Bit faster. And then onto this last line, still it's like part of the chorus, but it's just a bit before the guitar solo. We've got so E, D, E, D, E, D, G2, E, G2, D, and then G2. So you got into the next bar, we play E5, D, E5, E5 nearest to the floor, then D, then little hammer on both E strings, E1, D, G2, E, then E1 again, D, and then open G. So bar 23 goes. Into the next bar, bar 24, E5, D, E5, D, E5, D, E5, then E5 nearest to the floor, then D, and then this next bar, we play E5 and E5 nearest to your face, and then E3 nearest to the floor, then D, G, E5 nearest to your face, E3 nearest to the floor, and then you're going to go to E5 nearest to the floor and the open D string. So slowly from the beginning of the bar you've got, and then play E3 nearest to the floor and E5 nearest to your face at the same time, D, G, E5, E3 nearest to the floor, and then D. Quite a tricky little bar that. So you got. Then the last bar, E5 and B, and then D, E5, D. So the whole line slowly, you've got. And then it goes into the guitar solo. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed that guitar lesson, especially the person who requested it on my Patreon page. Much appreciate that. Thanks for the support. If you have enjoyed this, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video. I do read every comment, so please leave me some comments in the comment section, including what songs I should do next, where in the world you're from, and if you just want to say hi, just write hi. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, you can support me on Patreon. I'll leave the tabs for this on there. There'll be a link in the description to check out my channel or my page on Patreon. Thanks for watching this. I do appreciate it. I've been Andy Hillier, and I'll see you next time.